story untold. I poured a glass for the ghost in the mirror, the man I was before things got clear. He looks at me through the smoke and the rain. He says, boy, you're gonna carry it again. And I don't scream, and I don't beg, I just tighten my jaw, and I rise from the dead. I carry the weight, and I never complain. I walk through the fire, I walk through the rain. No crown on my head, no applause, no fame. Just a man in the dark, still playing the game. I carry the weight, Lord, I carry the weight. Every scar on my back got a reason and a name. I carry the weight, and I never complain. My father never told me it would hurt this bad. Never told me silence was the best thing he had. I learned it on the road, I learned it in the cold, in the back of a bar when the night gets old. The devil sat beside me, ordered 2 round knee. Said, son, you look tired, you look damn near beat. I looked him in the eye, didn't flinch, didn't shake. Said, pour me another, I got more weight to take. And I don't scream, and I don't beg, I just tighten my jaw, and I rise from the dead. I carry the weight, and I never complain. I walk through the fire, I walk through the rain. No crown on my head, no applause, no fame. Just a man in the dark, still playing the game. I carry the weight, Lord, I carry the weight. Every scar on my back got a reason and a name. I carry the weight, and I never complain. They'll never know what it cost me, the nights I almost lost me, the mornings I rebuilt from ash and bone. Every king has walked this road alone. They'll never see the damage behind this face I manage. But God Almighty knows what I've been through, and I do it all again for the man I'm growing into. Now I sit with my cigar and my glass of rye, watch the rain hit the cobblestones under a black sky. The car outside is quiet, the street is cold, and still a man who carries everything still pays every bill. I don't need your pity, don't need your applause. I built my empire quietly inside these flaws. When the world fell silent and the smoke cleared away, the only man left standing was the one who chose to stay. I carry the weight, and I never complain. I walk through the fire, I walk through the rain. No crown on my head, no applause, no fame. Just a man in the dark, still playing the game. I carry the weight, Lord, I carry the weight. Every scar on my back got a reason and a name. I carry the weight, and I never complain. I carry it, yeah, I carry it every single day, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Nobody handed me a trophy for the nights I didn't break. Nobody stood there clapping for every hit I chose to take. No camera caught the moment when I swallowed all my pride. No witness to the battle I was fighting deep inside. The noise said you are nothing. The noise said you are through. The noise said look around you, brother. Everyone is better than you. And I sat with it. I didn't run. I didn't pour it out to friends. I just got quiet, got still, and let the storm come to its end. Because a man who rules himself don't need a crowd to know that the greatest war you'll ever win is the one that doesn't show. No approval, no applause, no ribbon and no crown. Just a man who faced himself and chose to not back down. That's the victory nobody sees. That's the one that matters most. The man who conquered his own mind becomes his own damn ghost. Invisible, untouchable, unmoved. So pour it slow, let it burn going down. You don't need their validation. You already found your ground. The noise inside your head was never yours to keep. The strongest men alive won battles in their sleep. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control yourself and there is nothing you won't own. Pour it slow. Every word lands like a fist on a table. I've watched men crumble not from what the world had done, but from the noise they never silenced before they barely begun. They needed someone's clapping before they make a move. They needed validation before they'd find their groove. And I understand it, brother. God knows I've been there too. Standing at the mirror, asking it what I should do. But the mirror only answers to the man who's already sure. The man who doesn't need it is the one that speaks to more. So I stopped asking everyone for what only I could give. I stopped performing for a crowd and I started how to live on my own terms, of my own silence in my own skin. The man who needs no witnesses, the hardest man to pin. No approval, no applause, no ribbon and no crown. Just a man who faced himself and chose to not back down. That's the victory nobody sees. That's the one that matters most. The man who conquered his own mind becomes his own damn ghost. Invisible, untouchable, unmoved. So pour it slow, let it burn going down. You don't need their validation. You already found your ground. The noise inside your head was never yours to keep. The strongest men alive won battles in their sleep. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control yourself and there is nothing you won't own. Pour it slow. Let me ask you something, and I need you to be honest. When was the last time you did something just for yourself, with no one watching? No post about it, no story, no proof, just you and the work and the silence and the truth. That's where the real man lives, not in the highlight, not in the feed, not in the comments, not in what others believe. He lives in the 5 a.m. nobody asked about. He lives in the decision he made without a shout. He lives in the discipline that nobody ever saw. He lives in the quiet victories that nobody keeps the score. That man is terrified to everyone who needs applause to survive. Now the rain is on the window and the cigar burns low, and the whiskey in a glass has got nowhere to go. But down slow into the chest of a man who stopped performing for the rest. The leather chair knows everything he never said out loud. The smoke curls up in silence for a man who left the crowd. He don't celebrate in public, don't announce what he has won. He just nods at his reflection when another battle's done. And that nod is worth more than every standing ovation, every trophy, every roar of 1,000 empty faces who don't know what it costs to be the man who wins in silence when the whole world thinks you lost. So pour it slow, let it burn going down. You don't need that validation, you already found your ground. The noise inside your head was never yours to keep. The strongest men alive won battles in their sleep. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control yourself and there is nothing you won't own. Pour it slow. No applause, never needed it. No approval, never waited for it. Just a man in his silence and everything he built. Pull up a chair, let the night come in slow. Pour 2 fingers of rye and let the record go. The city outside don't know your name, and that's alright, brother, that's perfectly fine. Some men were built for the quiet, for the dark, for the long roads that never get marked on anyone's map. Light it slow, let the smoke rise. Tonight belongs to men with tired eyes, who built their whole world with nobody watching, who bled real quiet and kept on walking. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. Tonight there's no storm, just a man and his crown. No one to answer, no one to impress, just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones we don't know. Pour it slow. You remember the year when everything fell, when you smiled at the world while you were living in hell. Paid every bill with your last dollar left, held it together while holding your breath. You never told a soul how heavy it got. You just smoked a little slower and tightened the knot on your tie, on your coat, on your jaw, on your pride. A gentleman carries everything inside. Light it slow, let the smoke rise. Tonight belongs to men with tired eyes, who built their whole world with nobody watching, who bled real quiet and kept on walking. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. Tonight there's no storm, just a man and his crown. No one to answer, no one to impress, just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones we don't know. Pour it slow. There's a certain kind of man who never gets a parade, who builds cathedrals in the dark with the rubble of his trade. He don't ask for the spotlight, he don't need the applause. He just sits with his reflection and makes peace with his flaws. Tonight that man is you, and you already know that the smoke curling upward is the only trophy you'll show. And brother, that's enough. God knows that's more than enough. So let the record play on, let the guitar moan low. Watch the ash fall slowly in the amber lamp glow. The leather chair beneath you knows the weight that you've held. The cigar between your fingers has heard everything you've never yelled. The whiskey understands you better than most men do. It don't judge, it don't question, it just sits there with you. And the rain on the window plays the blues for the night, for every man who conquered without ever picking a fight. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. Tonight there's no storm, just a man and his crown. No one to answer, no one to impress, just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones we don't know. Pour it slow, pour it slow. Let it breathe. You earned this, every drop, every scar, every quiet victory. Nobody saw, but God saw. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Let me tell you something about the man I used to be. Broke as a promise, on his knees at 33. Lights cut off on a Wednesday, eating pride for dinner plates. Smile on at the office while his whole world disintegrates. His His woman stopped looking. His father never called. He built himself a fortress with his back against the wall. No therapist, no safety net, no God responding yet. Just a man in a dark room with a cigarette and a debt he couldn't pay with anything but silence and another day. So he poured it slow, let it burn going down, pulled his coat a little tighter, and he walked back through town. Not broken, not beaten, not asking for a hand, just the most dangerous creature on earth, a wounded man who chose to stand. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. You survived the things that should have kept you down. No one to answer, no one to impress, just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones nobody knows. Pour it slow. Now picture him 10 years later in a leather chair, cigar burning, amber fingers in his hair. The same hands that shook when he couldn't pay rent are the hands that built everything, every last cent. The same jaw that trembled at 3 in the a.m. is the jaw that doesn't move now when the whole world condemns. He don't celebrate loud, don't announce what he made. He just watches the smoke rise and lets victory fade into the end, to the dark, into the night that belongs to men who won their fight without a single witness, without a single light. So he poured it slow, let it burn going down, pulled his coat a little tighter, and he walked back through town. Not broken, not beaten, not asking for a hand, just the most dangerous creature on earth, the wounded man who chose to stand. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. You survived the things that should have kept you down. No one to answer, no one to impress, just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones nobody knows. Pour it slow. Nobody tells you about starting from nothing, that the hunger never leaves even when you have everything. You still check the locks twice, still wake up at 4, still remember the version of you sleeping on the floor. And you don't pity him, no. You pour one for him, you light one for him. You sit in the dark and you thank him, because that broken man in that cold room with nothing was the one who decided that nothing would never be enough again. Now the rain hits the window like it always has. The record spins slow in the amber and jazz. The leather remembers every night that you stayed, when leaving was easier than choosing to be made. The cigar don't judge you for who you used to be. The whiskey just sits there like old company, and the city outside still don't know your name. Good, let them keep guessing, you already won the game. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. You survived the things that should have kept you down. No one to answer, no one to impress. Just the smoke and the whiskey and the silence of success. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. The ones who endure are the ones nobody knows. Pour it slow. They never saw you coming. Nobody does. The quiet ones never make noise until they've already won. Pour it slow. You earn every drop, every scar, every dark room, every sleepless night. Pour it slow. Brother, you made it. I buried 3 dreams before I turned 30. Smiled at the funeral, somebody worried. Poured the last of the bottle on a Tuesday night. Told myself, get up, boy, you ain't done the fight. No one saw me crawling on that kitchen floor. No one heard me swearing I couldn't take no more. But I stood up slow, put my coat on straight. A man like me don't get to show up late. Never asked for mercy, never begged for grace. I just carried every sorrow with a stone cold face. The world don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe it tears. I just pour another whiskey and I disappear. Into the smoke, into the man. I'm when I'm broke. I never asked for mercy. No, never asked for mercy. My hands are up from everything I built alone. Every callus on my finger is a stepping stone. The woman left the money dry, the winter came. I lit a cigar and I whispered my own name, reminded myself who the hell I used to be. Before the weight of this world tried to bury me, the devil came and knocked on my door at 3. I said, come in, sit down, you ain't scaring me. I never asked for mercy, never begged for grace. I just carried every sorrow with a stone cold face. The world don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe it tears. I just pour another whiskey and I disappear into the dark, into the smoke, into the man. I'm when I'm broke. I never asked for mercy. No, I never asked for mercy. silence sounds like. It sounds like me at 4 a.m. rebuilding everything I lost. Again and again and again. No applause, no witness, no one holding my hand. Just a broken man becoming everything he planned. Now I walk these cobblestone streets in the rain, with a ghost of every version of me that knew pain. The car sits quiet, the cigar burns low. There are things I carry that the world will never know. But I walk straight, jaw tight, eyes forward, head high. A gentleman bleeds, but he never asks why. He just moves in the dark, where the strong men go. Plants his feet in the ashes and puts on a show. I never asked for mercy, never begged for grace. I just carried every sorrow with a stone cold face. The world don't owe me nothing, and I don't owe it tears. I just pour another whiskey and I disappear into the dark, into the smoke, into the man I am when I'm broke. I never asked for mercy, no, I never asked for mercy. Never asked, not once, not ever. Just carried it, all of it, like a man. Like a man who finally decided to speak the truth out loud. The loudest war I ever fought was never in the street. It was 3 a.m. inside my skull, in the cold of my defeat. No enemy in front of me, no battlefield in sight. Just me and every version of me that didn't make it right. The voice that said you're nothing, the voice that said you're dumb, the voice that counted all your losses before you'd even run. I sat with it, I let it talk, I poured a glass of rye. I looked that darkness in the eye, and I didn't ask it why. I just said, I hear you, I know you, I've known you all my life, but you don't get to drive this car, you don't get to hold this knife, because the mind is just a storm, and storms don't last forever. And broken men who face themselves are the most dangerous kind of clever. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. The only war that matters is the one inside your crown. Fear is just a feeling, not a wall, not a chain. The strongest men alive have all walked through the same. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control what you can't control and let the rest go. Pour it slow. I've seen men crumble, not from any outside force, but from the thousand little voices that derail their course. You're not enough, you started too late. Look at him, look at her, look how long you made them wait. And I won't lie to you, brother, I've heard everyone. I've stood in the dark with a head full of guns, pointed inward, all loaded, all cocked, all waiting for the moment that I finally stopped. But I picked up the only weapon. The silence is the noise. I got still, I got quiet, I got deliberate in my choice. I said I only own this moment, I only own this breath, I only own the next step forward. Everything else is just the rest. Because a mind is just a storm, and storms don't last forever. And broken men who face themselves are the most dangerous kind of clever. So let it rain, let it roar, let every demon have a say. The man who masters his own mind cannot be taken away. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. The only war that matters is the one inside your crown. Fear is just a feeling, not a wall, not a chain. The strongest men alive have all walked through the same. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control what you can't control and let the rest go. Pour it slow. You want to know what courage really is? It's not the absence of fear. Courage is waking up with your chest full of it and lacing up your boots anyway. It's sitting with the noise without running from the room and saying, I feel this, I acknowledge this, and I am not this. It's the man who shakes but moves forward anyway. The man who doubts but shows up every day. The man who has every reason to quit and finds just one reason not to. That's the man that changes everything. That's the man the world never saw coming. That's you, brother. That has always been you. Now let the rain come down on these cobblestone streets. Let the cigar burn slow to the rhythm of your heartbeat. The noise in your mind was never your enemy alone. Every great man who ever lived fought that battle on his own. Marcus Aurelius heard it, so did every king. Every man who built an empire from absolutely nothing. They didn't silence it with love, they didn't silence it with time. silenced it with discipline, with focus and with spine. So sit in your leather chair tonight and let the guitar moan. You're not the noise inside your head. You never were. You're the man who chose to walk past it alone. So pour it slow, let it burn on the way down. The only war that matters is the one inside your crown. Fear is just a feeling, not a wall, not a chain. The strongest man alive have all walked through the same. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. Control what you can't control. Thick, raw, slow as a man who has carried too much for too long, and finally decided to speak. Nobody handed me a manual for the pain. Nobody told me how to stand back up again. I didn't read about it in a book on a shelf. I learned what I was made of by losing myself. By hitting the floor so hard the floor left a mark. By sitting so long in the absolute dark that I stopped being afraid of what lived there, because I became the most dangerous thing in that room. I didn't get strong because I wanted to. I got strong because the life I was given left me no other avenue, no other road, no other door. Just a man and a floor and the choice to get up one more time, once more. They see the composure, they don't see the cost. They see the man standing, they don't see what he lost. They call it strength like it was something I chose like a coat, brother. Strength like this gets carved into your throat by everything that tried to silence you. I didn't become strong because life was kind. I became strong because it had no mercy on mine. Every scar has a story, every silence has a price. I didn't choose this armor, I forged it in the fire of everything. I didn't survive, I overcame. I didn't choose to be strong. The hard life chose for me. Like a man sitting down and finally telling the truth he carried alone for years. I watch my hands shake in a cold, empty room. I watch my reflection ask me, how did it come this soon? The losses, the setbacks, the ones who turned away. The mornings I had nothing to say to the day, but I showed up. God knows I showed up with nothing but a will. didn't pray for easy, I stopped asking why. I just laced my boots up in the dark and decided I would not let this be the place I died. They see the composure, they don't see the cost. They see the man standing, they don't see what he lost. They call it strength like it was something I chose, like a coat, brother. Strength like this gets carved into your throat by everything that tried to silence you. I didn't become strong because life was kind. I became strong because it had no mercy on mine. Every scar has a story, every silence has a price. I didn't choose this armor, I forged it in the fire of everything. I didn't survive, I overcame. I didn't choose to be strong. The hard life chose for me. Like a man finally exhaling the truth he carried alone for years. I watch my hands shake in a cold, empty room. I watch my reflection ask me, how did it come this soon? The losses, the setbacks, the ones who turned away. The mornings I had nothing to say to the day, but I showed up, God knows I showed up with nothing but a will. When the bank was empty was still against me, I didn't pray for easy, I stopped asking why. I just laced my boots up in the dark and decided I would not let this be the place I die. They see the composure, they don't see the cost. They see the man standing, they don't see what he lost. They call it strength like it was something I chose, like a coat, brother. Strength like this gets carved into your throat by everything that tried to silence you. I didn't become strong because life was kind. I became strong because it had no mercy on mine. Every scar has a story, every silence has a price. I didn't choose this armor, I forged it in the fire of everything. I didn't survive, I overcame. I didn't choose to be strong. The hard life chose for me. Like a man sitting down and finally telling the truth he carried alone for years. I watch my hand shake in a cold. They counted me out on a cold Tuesday morning. Closed the door quiet without any warning. Like everything I do never existed. Like every hit I took never persisted. And I sat in that silence with my back to the wall, with nothing to lose and nowhere to fall. There's something inside me, got still, got cold, got quiet as iron, got heavy as old. I didn't call nobody, didn't beg for a hand, just dug my fingers into the land and said, bury me, then dig it deep. Because everything you put in the ground don't always sleep. They don't know what the dark does to a man who refuses to die. They don't know what silence builds behind a stone cold eye. They buried me in everything they thought would hold me down. But you can't keep a man in the ground who already found his crown. They buried me. Go ahead and say it. Wrote my name off and walked away from it. But everything they put in the ground came back as something they couldn't figure out. They buried me, Lord, they buried me deep. But the man they put in the ground was not the man I planned to keep. They buried me, and I became the sea. Remember the year the phone stopped ringing, the people who smiled stopped singing, the ones at the table pulled back their chairs. I looked around slow at the empty spaces there. Didn't break down, didn't make a scene, just poured a glass full and sat in between the man I had been and the man I would be, and let that dark space do its work on me. Because everything that burned that year was burning out the weakness, not the man, not the reason they buried me. Go ahead and say it. Wrote my name off and walked away from it. But everything they put in the ground came back as something they couldn't figure out. They buried me, Lord, they buried me deep. But the man they put in the ground was not the man I planned to keep. They buried me, and I became the sea. Sunlight through smoke. They buried me, every single one. Thought I was done, but here I am, still burning, slow. You were never a grave, you were always a goner. Pour it slow, brother, pour it slow. They gravely me out. speaking only because he has finally decided you deserve to hear this. I don't think out loud, never did. I take what burns inside and build with it. No ardent required, no hand to hold, no one at the table when the story's told. I sit with myself in the early hours when the city is sleeping, and I count my powers. Not my problems, not my pain, not what they took, not who's to blame, just what I have right here, right now, and what I'm willing to become now. Like something sacred being said in private. They'll never see the hours that made me, the mornings that shaped me, the silence that saved me. I don't need them to. I know exactly who I am and what I do, in the dark before the world ever knew. Like a man who has made peace with everything he is. I think in silence, I build without applause. I don't explain my movement, I don't justify my cause. What they call luck, I call showing up alone at 3 a.m. with nothing but the will to build a throne. I think in silence, brother, I think in silence. The only approval I have ever needed was my own. I stopped waiting for the door to open, picked up my hands and left the lock broken. Stopped asking permission to become what I already was, before anyone told me I was someone. I don't gamble with my life, don't roll the dice, don't wish on stars, don't ask the night what I should do. I ask myself, what did I do today that made me better than I was yesterday? Just one thing, just 1 inch, just one more push into the silence where the real work lies, where nobody looks. They'll never see the hours that made me, the mornings that shaped me, the silence that saved me. I don't need them to. I know exactly who I am and what I do, in the dark before the world ever knew. I think in silence, I build without applause. I don't explain my movement, I don't justify my cause. What they call luck, I call showing up alone at 3 a.m. with nothing but the will to build a throne. I think in silence, brother, I think in silence. The only approval I have ever needed was my own. Smoke rising from a cigar, in a room where a man has just made a decision that will change everything. No rush, no audience, just the music and the man. I'ma know what separates the ones who make it from the ones who watch them make it. It's not talent, it's not timing, it's not who you know or where you started. It's the man who wakes up when the alarm hasn't gone off yet, who works when no one is grading the work, who moves when no one is watching the movement, who knows without needing to be told who he is, what he's building, and why. That man doesn't need luck. He creates conditions. He doesn't wait for chances, he manufactures them. Quietly in the dark, with his hands and his will and his absolute refusal to be ordinary.
So tonight I pour a slow glass for the version of me nobody saw becoming this. The one who sat alone in rooms that smelled like failure and decided that failure was just tuition for what comes next. The cigar burns patient like I learned to burn. The whiskey sits still like I learned to sit with discomfort. Until it became discipline. The rain doesn't rush and neither do I, because I learned that the slow ones who keep moving are the ones the world never sees coming. I think in silence. I build without applause. I don't explain my movement. I don't justify my cause. What they call luck, I call showing up alone at 3 a.m. with nothing but the will to build a throne. I think in silence, brother, I think in silence. The only approval I have ever needed was my own. I build without applause. I don't explain my movement. I don't justify my cause. What they call luck, I call showing up alone at 3 a.m. with nothing but the will to build a throne. I think in silence, brother, I think in silence. The only approval I have ever needed was my own. Like the first light of a morning, only you were awake to see. No applause, never needed it. No luck, never believed in it. Just movement, silent movement, just work. Quiet work, better than yesterday. That's all. That's everything. China's way. And that's pour it slow. There's an adult man asking to be heard. This is a man who no longer needs to be. While you were sleeping, I was already up. While you were dreaming, I was filling my cup. Not with comfort, not with noise, not with anything that robs a man of his poise. I was sitting in the dark with the work and the silence, building something real out of nothing but iron and patience. No alarm went off, no one told me to rise. I just opened my eyes, because a man with a mission doesn't need to be told that the morning belongs to the ones who were hungry enough to show up before it started. I'm like a strong dragon stone. They call it luck, I call it Tuesday. They call it talent, I call it every single day. When nobody clapped and I kept going anyway. Nobody watched and I did it anyway. When nobody believed and I became it anyway. This is what silence looks like when it finally wins. This is what a man looks like, who never gave in. No crown on my head, no parade down the street, just the quiet satisfaction of a man who refused to accept defeat. This is what silence looks like, brother. This is what we look like when we win. I never posted the struggle, never showed the scars, never told the story of the nights and broken cars, of the calls I didn't make because pride was all I had, of the meals I ate in silence, trying not to feel bad. I just worked in the dark, where the real men go, where the ones who mean it put on the most private show for an audience of one. Just me and the mirror and the version of tomorrow, getting clearer and clearer every time I chose the work over the noise, every time I chose my own voice over theirs. They call it love, I call it Tuesday, they call it talent, I call it every single day. Nobody clapped and I kept going anyway. Nobody watched and I did it anyway. When nobody believed and I became it anyway. This is what silence looks like when it finally wins. This is what a man looks like, never gave in. No crown on my head, no parade down the street, just the quiet satisfaction who refused to accept defeat. This is what silence looks like, brother. This is what we look like when we win. Every note is a year of invisible work. Every bend is a night nobody saw. Play it slow, play it like it cost something, because it did. Just a man and the truth. I want you to think about every version of you that didn't make it to this moment. Every night you almost quit, every morning you almost didn't get up, every room you almost walked out of, every dream you almost buried. Think about that man, and then look at where you are right now. In this moment you made it, not because luck found you, not because someone saved you, but because somewhere in the darkest part of the dark, you decided that silence was not surrender, that invisible was not irrelevant, that slow was not stopped, and that a man who builds alone in the dark with no applause, no approval, no witness is not a forgotten man. He is the most powerful man alive. So tonight I sit with my glass and my smoke, with the rain on the window, and this truth I invoke. that everything I am was built in the quiet, in the hours before dawn, when the world was still silent. The cigar burned slow, like the years that it took. The whiskey sits patient, like every risk that I took. And I don't need a trophy, don't need them to know. The victory is sweeter when only you feel the glow of becoming exactly who you always knew you were, in the silence where no one could hear you grow. This is what silence looks like when it finally wins. This is what a man looks like.